Hey, what's going on, guys? Brandon here with Texas Plinking with another video on a Cheytac USA product, so it should be a pretty good time. A couple months back, I made a video with a Cheytac CT15, that is their AR15. Well, this video is going to be about their CT10. Of course, that's their AR10. Now, of course, with Cheytac USA, it's anonymous. You immediately think of the M200 intervention. Now, a couple summers back, I borrowed one from Cheytac. They were cool enough to loan me one. Unfortunately, I did have to give it back, and I hated that. However, in that CT15 review video, I mentioned that finally, after all these years of dreaming about it, I finally put an order in. So it should be the M200 intervention. It should be here Q1 of 2022, which is actually in a few months, actually, so pretty soon. However, I paid for half of it, got to pay for the other half, but I haven't chose a color yet. So I'll leave it up to partially you guys, unless you guys pick something really egregious, but I need to pick a color actually pretty soon. I'm thinking, based off how good the CT10 looks, I think I want to go olive drab green with a little bit of black accenting, but I'm sure some of you guys will recommend some Modern Warfare 2 camos, and I might be down for that. So let me know what I should do with the M200 intervention. That's not this video subject matter, though. We are talking about the CT10. We're going to run through all the specs, and then we're going to go ahead and do some good old shooting. Now, before we get to that, though, I want to thank our sponsor, which is Sonoran Desert Institute, SDI. They've been with us for some time, and I'm very appreciative of them. This is your go-to place to get any certifications on gunsmithing, firearm repair, shooting sports management, gunsmithing on particular guns, all that kind of stuff. They have several different funding options as well. That's sdi.edu. Link in the description to find out more and join. But very, very much so appreciate their support. So let's go ahead and get into the CT10. We'll start with the chambering. This one happens to be a 308 because I just recently made a video with the 6.5 AR10, so I chose 308, plus I have more 308 ammo. We'll get on that as well. But they do chamber it as well in 6.5 Creedmoor. Either way, it's a 416 stainless steel, 18-inch barrel. It's got a 1 in 8 twist. If it's a 6.5 Creedmoor, it's got a 1 in 10 if it is a 308. So with those twist rates, they're about what you would expect for a precision rifle. So it's not trying to be a dual type platform. They're ready to carry some heavy stuff from the twist rates anyway. On top of that barrel, we got a rifle length gas system, and it is a click value adjustable gas block. So it was meant to run suppressed. Certainly because from the factory, it does come with an A2 birdcage, but separate in a little bag with a crush washer. Right out of the box, it's a threaded barrel with a thread protector. So if you need a muzzle device, it comes with it, but they know you're probably more than likely gonna run a muzzle device of your own and a suppressor, as I've done myself. Also out of the box, you get a Timidity Trigger. It is sweet, it's a flat face. This one in particular is the 2-stage AR Targa trigger. That first stage is like imaginary. It moves, but you don't feel it. It's really light, but the break itself is hilariously light. Not so much a running and gunning trigger. This is absolutely meant to do that precision, prone shooting, take your time with shots. Unbelievable trigger. It's also got a Chimney fire selector, and it's cool because it's one, ambidextrous, but two, it doesn't go 90 degrees all the way from safe to semi. It goes 45 degree, kind of like the Scar 17, so safe and semi is right there. Also out of the box, you get a Break Arms Warhammer charging handle. It's an ambidextrous, pretty sleek, but yet pretty flared out. Pretty much what you want on a AR-10 because you're going to be running an optic, so a mil-spec charging handle gets a little annoying. This is nice. Also comes, as you see it, with a 15-inch M-LOK free float handguard. Also has a little Picatinny rail slot on the bottom as well. Out of the box, it also does come with a really nice buttstock and pistol grip. It's a B5 SOT mod buttstock. I love those, as well as a B5 pistol grip. Again, I love those. I did swap it out only because I had this Magpul ACS and a rubberized pistol grip laying around, and they happen to be olive drab green. So I thought I'd go green, do my part here. So more of a green setup, just cosmetics, but the B5 stuff is awesome as well. You could get armor black, burnt bronze, FDE, olive drab green, and tungsten. If I had to guess, I think the AR-15, the CT-15 I have, is tungsten. It's kind of that gray look to it. But man, I love olive drab green, especially that shade of it. That's why with the black and green contrast, I'm really thinking about doing that with the M200 intervention. Let me know if that's something you guys would approve for the channel, but otherwise, let me know. All of that comes, I will say, at a bit of a cost. It is Cheytac, and it is an AR-10 with some really cool features. MSRP, if I have to double check my notes, $3,133. Again, that's MSRP. You could find them online retail, though. For regularly, you could probably find them for just under $2,700. I think they're going to be armor black, though. But that's about the price point. Okay, so anywhere from 27 to about 31 or so. And so when you're up in that price, you're talking about a premier AR-10. This isn't a budget level thing anymore. You're talking about, you know, things that are up there with like LaRue, Predictobers, It's still less expensive, I think, than like a Knight's Armament, but LWRCs of the world, stuff like that. This is an Arken Optics SH4 Gen 2 6-24x50. It's well under $500, so it might be like the odd thing out on here, but they are actually great optics. I happen to have it lying around, about $450 or so, and it's a great magnification range, first focal plane, 34mm main tube, tons of awesome features, cool tactility, and everything like that. Not trying to sound like a sponsored video through Arken here. If you guys want one, great. There is a way to buy one and it helps me out a little bit with an affiliated link, but I'm not trying to shove it down your guys' throats by any means. If you want one, code Texas Plinking at checkout helps me out a little bit. But anyway, I do like the optic. I know it's economic for such a high-end build, but it won't be the limiting factor, I promise. This right here is a Harris 6 to 9 inch swivel bipod. I like it quite a bit. We got an OSS 762 titanium suppressor. So really, although we have a adjustable gas block, the gun shouldn't totally know it's suppressed. About 90% of those gases go forward again, but nonetheless, we're gonna go ahead and tune it. And this is where I'd like to give a huge thanks to Firearms Depot. They actually supplied the ammo. So Firearms Depot, thank you guys so much. We're gonna be shooting some Winchester. This is the M118, 175 grain Sierra Match King Motel Hollow Point. I've heard good stuff. Again, very preliminary, very rough sight in yesterday just to get on steel. We're gonna punch it in on paper, see how it groups, see how it flies at some long range. But that's the only ammo I brought today, so hopefully it performs. Let's go ahead and get to it. First thing I did was a 5-round unsuppressed group here. First shot, second shot, and then the other 3 were all kind of connecting here. Put the suppressor on there, and first shot just absolutely, you know, right on that sticker. So that, I felt pretty good about that. Without a change of 0, this was a little high, so I figured, you know, the suppressor might weigh it down slightly. But then the other 4 did this. I don't even know in what order, but it kind of did these little 2-round groups independently. But that spreads out. It's not 2 inches by any means, but, you know, it's probably about 1.5 to 1 3/4 inches. So anyway, brand new gun, needs a little breaking in possibly, and I am trying no other ammo than this Winchester M118. So maybe I'll try some Federal 168, 175 at some other point, see how it does, especially after break-in. All right, 5 in the mag, just see what happens. We're at about 455 yards. We killed our target. All right. Barely top right. That's better. That's just bottom left of center. It's about a head low. Just left. I'm going to keep that exact same hold. That was an impact on the bottom right. The exact same hold here. And that one was a headshot with the exact same hold. That was a hit on the bottom right. I mean, a hit's fun and everything, but it's not repeating the way I was hoping it would. All right. I swear this is the last in this form. Maybe we'll try unsuppressed, but let's do 2 more suppressed, same exact hold as we've been doing here. Don't know exactly where that hit, and it's not feeding this round in right now. And I was off to the left, I think. Let's pop the suppressor off there, see what happens, just because we're out here. Bottom left. Yeah, 2 hits. I can't tell. There's enough hits on the target so I can't tell exactly where it's hitting. You guys could probably get a better point of view. And then we missed left again. To be honest, I expected a little bit better, so something might be going on. I might have to do some diagnosing, a little bit of experimentation, try some different ammo maybe, more unsuppressed, I don't know. I thought I had it gassed perfectly 1 second, then it gave me a little bit of trouble. So I'll have to keep on messing with it, but it wasn't terrible, but I just expected way better just tack drivability. Even with like the Gen 3 Palmetto State Armory AR-10, it was doing phenomenal. This here, I expected some better results, so something weird might be going on. Now, just total transparency here, Cheytac was pretty cool with me to hook me up with the CT15 and the CT10. The intervention, I did end up buying those, just so we're clear here. I do have some skin in the game, but they are cool with me. I'm pretty cool with them, but I'm still gonna be honest with you guys if something's a little weird, and I expected this to perform a little bit better. Since we're keeping that honesty going here, some things that kind of stood out with me with this gun, fit and finish wise, it feels great, looks great. I really like it. Recoil impulse, like I said, I mean, it's just a phenomenal feeling gun. But one thing stood out with me, well, a couple things, I'll kind of go through them with you. When I unboxed it at my FFL, when I was checking it out, the handguard, which is held by these 2 hex pieces on the left, was a little bit loose. And I thought, okay, well, I've had guns brand new delivered to me that way and just tighten them, no big deal. Well, this one, it seemed like the handguard itself was a bit loose, but also the barrel nut itself was loose. So the barrel had a little bit of play on it. It's hard to tell on video because it was so minor, but minor play in the barrel would attribute some loss in accuracy. The handguard itself, though, was very loose. You guys can see that on video. While it was at the gun store, it's not a huge gunsmithing task to get it tightened up. So we did get it tightened up, really buttoned up, and it feels great right now. It feels tightened up. So I thought it was ready to go. So maybe that's attributing to some kind of loss in accuracy here. That was, you know, something I wish was not unboxed that way, because they do go through QC and had stickers that said they passed QC and all that kind of stuff. Again, overall, accuracy-wise, expected a little bit better. I might, you know, get in touch with Cheytac and let them know what's going on, but I'm already out here. I shot this video, so it's gonna go up. All right, I'm not gonna like hold anything back, but nonetheless, you'll see it again. I'll update you guys on it. It's not terrible, obviously. We're getting the hits. I just expected better, that's all it is. Maybe one of these days too, I'll give them another chance on, hopefully I get a totally buttoned up, no loose barrel, no nothing. I'd like to get my hands on the 6.5 Creedmoor version of this. So maybe I'll showcase both of them, the 308 and the 6.5, and try to see if they're both buttoned up. But that's a look into the Cheytac CT10. I'll keep you guys posted, but that does it for this video nonetheless. Thanks to everyone who helped make all of this happen. But yeah, that does it for this one, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care.